Let's read it. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Can you believe that? He did not seek for forgiveness from the Most High. No. He want to do his own vengeance. You see, you can't make this stuff up. He didn't forgive his brother. Even though he's not the brother, it's the Most High who blessed his brother. Through who? Isaac. But what did he say? He said, as soon as my father died, I'm going to go kill my brother. Imagine that. You think he changed? He has not changed. Same spirit. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killer. Who is able to kill? You go in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32. You can read verses 37 through 39. Okay? The Lord killer. Who? The Most High. He's the only one that can do it. He has the might to do it. And make it alive. Who can heal you? Who can deliver you? Who can do it? The Most High. Make alive. Make you alive. So you're going through, let's suppose you got an accident. Who can save you from the accident? The Most High. The Most High. Keep in mind, he bring it down. Who bring down? The Most High. Who bring down Nebuchadnezzar? The Most High. Who bring down Pharaoh? The Most High. Okay. Who bring down Donald Trump? It's the Most High. Who brought down Hillary Clinton? The Most High. Who will bring down Joe Biden? The Most High. Keep in mind, it's not about you vote, I vote, he vote, but it has nothing to do with that. Whether you vote or not, Masema, okay, he'll still do what he got to do for the Most High. The prophecy got to be done. The prophecy must be fulfilled. Then the end shall come. Keep in mind. All right, stay focused, take note, learn, spread the gospel, share the video with your brother and your sister. Warn them we're living in a lot of time. We're living in a very serious time, very deadly time. Evil are coming on your door. Evil coming on your door. Be ready. Get prepared. Get prepared. Learn how to fast. Learn how to pray. He said he bring it down to the grave and bring it up. Only the Most High can do it. We read in the book of Daniel chapter 2, Daniel chapter 4. All right? The Lord make it poor. Who make poor? Who make rich? Only the Most High does it. The Lord make it poor and make it rich. Who make rich? The Most High. The Most High. He bring it low and he lift it up. He raise up the poor out of the dust. The poor will be set up as a king from nowhere. He'll be the basis before so many men, and the Most High uplift him up. He raised up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes. You see that? That's the might of the Most High. And to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord. You see, everything on this earth belongs to the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. It belongs to the Most High. It does not belong to the government. No. It belongs to the Most High, not to the government. Today is in the hand of the government because the Most High wants the government to have it. But everything you see on this earth belongeth unto the Most High. So give glory and thanks and praise the Lord for everything you see you do, whatever you get, your job, your life, whatever you go through, whether it be good or evil, you thank the Most High, you bless the Most High. It does not matter. Stay strong. The Most High said we got to be strong in the spirit, not in the flesh. Not by lifting up weight, going to the gym. No, it doesn't work like that. He said, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's. Are who? The Lord's. The pillars of the earth are not for the government. No. Everything on this earth belongs to the Most High. And he has set the word upon them. What did the Most High did? He set the word upon the pillar, upon us, the man. Vladimir Putin is a pillar of the earth. Xi Jinping, the president of China, is a pillar of the earth. Emmanuel Macron is a pillar of the earth. Donald Trump was a pillar of the earth. Joe Biden is a pillar of the earth. The Most High set them up to do his work. The Most High is the mastermind. He's the boss. Okay, and there is no other boss. He's the only boss. After him, Amashiach. Let's go right here in the book of Jeremiah 27. Jeremiah 27. This is the book of Jeremiah 27, 5 through 7. Jeremiah 27 and verse 5 through 7. I have made the earth. Who? The Most High. Government didn't make the earth. Your scientists didn't make the earth. They didn't make the earth. They can't make the earth. The Most High made the earth. Let's read it. I've made the earth. The man who made the man, the Most High. Not the government. Don't believe that lie where we were reptile, then we become Homo sapiens, then we become monkey. No, don't believe it. That's a lie. Man-made doctrine. We don't believe that. That's garbage. We don't believe that. We don't believe it. You're going against the Bible. Don't think we're just going to sit down here, relax, and just, no, we don't believe that. That's a lie. Don't believe it. If you believe it, you need to repent from it, brother and sister. If you believe it, cut it out. Don't teach that to your son. Who created you, brother and sister? Who created your son and your daughter? Who made your father and your mother is the Most High. Give glory to the Most High, Yahawaah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham. Give glory to his throne. Give glory to his mighty name, man. He said, I made the earth, the man and the beasts that are upon the ground. Who made them? The Most High. The Most High made both beasts, man, everything. And have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me. See, the Most High said, I give it to who I want. Why is the Most High saying that? Let's go here, we're going to read it. Let's go right here. Jeremiah 10 and 12. Let's go right here. Salakia. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 12. He had made the earth by his power. Who made the earth by his power? The Most High. Not the government. Not a politician. No. He made the earth by his power. He has established the world by his wisdom and has stretched out the heaven by his discretion. Who done it is the Most High. If you don't believe it, you go in the book of Genesis. Genesis. Go in the book of Genesis. Read the first and the second chapter. And pray and meditate and ask the Most High to give you understanding. You will gain understanding. If you don't believe it, you see doubting. You see, like, don't believe it. You pray, you fast on that. And now have I given all this land into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. There we go, man. You see, the king of Babylon, my servant. So Nebuchadnezzar was set up at the Most High, so he can bring forth the prophecy. The same way the Most High set up who? Vladimir Putin. He set up who? Joe Biden, Donald Trump, George Bush, Johnson Boris, Justin Trudeau, Emmanuel Macron, Buhari, Patrice Talon, and the list goes on and on and on, man. Xi Jinping. He said, my servant and the beasts of the field have I given him also to serve him, and all nations shall serve him. What did he say? All nations must serve who? Nebuchadnezzar. So if it's the will of the Most High that all nations are going to serve Russia, you will serve Russia, whether you like it or not. As we serving Babylon the Great right now, are we not serving Babylon the Great right now? Yes, we are serving Babylon the Great. Everybody is serving Babylon the Great. He said, and all nations shall serve him, and his son, and his son's son, until the very time of his land come. And then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of him. There we go. So let's go right here. Daniel chapter 5, 18 through 21. We thank the Most High for his grace and his mercy, for strengthening us to be able to be spiritual. Alright? The Most High is great. The Most High is strengthening. We have been spiritual for a couple of days now. The Most High is great. We thank the Most High for that. And we are able to go through it so that we can help our brother and sister. Let's go right here. There is the book of Daniel chapter 5, and we're going to read 18 through 21. So don't freak out, brother. Don't fret. If you ain't keeping the commandment, we're calling you. Repent and keep the commandment. Alright? There is the book of Daniel 5:18 through 21. And it reads, O thou king, the Most High Yahawah gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom. So this is his son who took over after the Most High destroyed his father. He took over, he started doing the same foolishness. He started going off against our people. He said, Yahawah gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom, and majesty, and glory, and honor. Right? Hold on, let me play this. Maybe you can hear. Where actually is in French, right? I thought they were going to be saying in English, but unfortunately it's in French. Right? I digress. He said, and for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nation, and language trembled and feared before him. Whom he would, he slew, and whom he kept. That's what Nebuchadnezzar was doing. Alive, and whom he would, he set up, and whom he would, he put down. The Most High, he does all those things, but he used the one on the left hand side. But when his heart was lifted up, who? Nebuchadnezzar, and his mind hardened in pride, he became pride because the Most High gave him power. Like Pharaoh. Like Esau right now. Esau's proud right now. He was deposed from his kingly throne. The Most High overthrew him because he became proud. So proud. He was deposed. That's why the scripture says pride go before destruction. He was deposed from his kingly throne, and that took his glory from him. And he was driven from the Son of Man, and his heart was made like beast. Imagine the Most High flipping, turned his side like unto the beast, and he went in the field and started eating grass. And his heart was made like the beast, and his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the Messiah, Yahawah, ruled in the kingdom of man. Joe Biden don't know that yet. The Messiah will show him in the coming days. In the coming days, the Messiah will show Joe Biden that he ruled in his kingdom, in the kingdom of man. Right now, Vladimir Putin, he will realize very soon, sooner or later, that the Messiah ruled in his kingdom. When the Messiah humble him, when the Messiah bring them down, that's how they realize. When the Messiah turn them naked, when the Messiah overthrow them. You see, that's how it goes down, man. He said that Yahawah, the Messiah, ruler in the kingdom of man, and that he appointed over it whomsoever he will, man, he will. It's up to the Messiah. It's not about you vote, whatever, re-election, blah, blah, blah. Or he stole some ballot, blah. It doesn't matter. Whether he stole it or not, the Messiah want him to be there. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter about your emotion. They got to bring forth the prophecy of the Bible. Do you understand? That's why you don't want to focus in the Christian church. You running your mouth and you deceiving everybody. Let the people know. These are the will of the Most High. The prophecy, the Bible that you use to take the money from the people, to lie unto them, to deceive them all this year, all this time. Let them know that the same Bible said that this thing must come to pass. You got to give the credit, the glory unto the Most High. Instead of being a suit and tie all day long lying, being proud, the Most High will destroy you, buddy. You're on the left inside. Don't just use the Bible for your filthy look, just for your money and your business. No, the Most High will cut you off. Soon or later, it's going to happen. Whether you believe it or not, it's going down one day. 1,000 days for the thief. 1 day for the landlord. Who is the landlord? The Most High. So keep in mind, you are not going to continue ever, forever, never to deceive the people. Right? Ye pastor out there, you minister, you lying, you deceiving the people. Let the people know. There is no need to be scared, to freak out. Tell the people to repent and keep the commandment of the Most High. Tell them to stop doing the sun worship day. They need to worship the Most High on the Shabbat, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Keeping the high holy feast day of the Most High, the Passover, and not Easter, and not pagan folly days. No. The high holy feast day of the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Let's go right here in the book of Exodus 9 and 16. Let's go to it in the beginning. Let's see what the Most High did unto Pharaoh. Let's see what the Most High did unto Pharaoh. Because the Most High set up Pharaoh. He set them all. Exodus chapter 9 and verses 12. This is the book of Exodus chapter 9 and verses 12. And the Lord, who the Mosai, hardened the heart of Pharaoh. What did the Mosai do? He hardened the heart of Pharaoh. And he hearkened unto them as the Lord has spoken unto Moses. There we go. That's the Mosai. Let's jump to verse 16. He said, this is the book of Exodus chapter 9 and verse 16. And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up. Did the Mosai raise who up? Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, Joe Biden, Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump. Okay? And the list goes on and on and on. And all your sellout and puppet president in West Africa.